I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smell! You know that gasoline smell? It smells like victory.
Hunting down all of my enemies, I'm gonna search and destroy. Ain't no Call of Duty when I'm going fucking loony, my gun's about to deploy. I'm back in the broccoli and show my fucking dominance. Overall 7 continents, skill so motherfucking prominent. Got verses full of fire on this track, I'm laying down napalm. Machete leaving you red all over like a scarlet crayon. Creating this deadly chaos, extremely fucking fatal. Pedal to the metal, I'm the devil so hateful. Leaving all your body parts so disabled. I'm the fucking god of war, cradles with that golden fleece. Bringing all that warfare to the opposition, they all just pray and hope for peace. Acting like I hate races when I leave them all with broken teeth. Beating people physically and scarring them emotionally. Goddamn, I'm so hostile, evil and sick like a movie Hostile. The way I kill them all is truly awful. Bass slap like the ass off a remodel. Troopers attacking your colony, no apology, man, you are gonna see death. Coming for all of your broccoli, taking your riches is honest, all I request. Speeding in your house with a blade fast, killing your whole crew like ASAP. No Rocky about to hit him up with 8 jabs. White killer just spitting out straight crack. You have now reached the finale. This is my final conclusion. If you aren't with me, you're likely to die. So if you are not with me, you're probably stupid.
Goddamn, boy, you know I'm putting in the work. I'ma get him, I got him, and now they
Y'all ready? Oh, 2 in ears. I've been waiting. We're gonna get this shit started in a second. Oh, nobody made fun of Mac Jones, huh? I got the receipts. That shit funny to me. Oh, well. Give me a second, man. I'm gonna get everything situated here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Dolphins fans. Dolphins fans. Oh man, where do I even start? Man, where do I even start? Before I even get started, man, so we got a lot to talk about tonight. And by the way, I just want to say, let me take this off. I just want to say real quick that everyone that's saying that how could T, Dan, and Richie, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out. Oh, thank you, Louise. Thank you for the $50 super chat, man. Yo, appreciate it, bro. Listen, we gonna have a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about. For everyone, listen, there's been a lot of Dolphins fans, especially on Twitter, more than likely. But I want you to watch the video that I uploaded. Everyone's salty. Did I hurt your feelings? Did I hurt your feelings, Miami fans? It was all good when I uploaded that troll video in Buffalo last week, wasn't it? You got your blowhole right in between my legs in that video. But now that the shoe's on the other foot, now I'm the enemy again. Huh? You need somebody like me. You need people like me to point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Right? Am I right? Y'all need somebody to point your fingers at? Why don't you point them back at your own team? Point them at Mac McDaniels. Point them at your medical people. Huh? Point them at your owner, even though he's suspended. Point them at your degenerate franchise that hasn't won a playoff game in 22 seasons. Right? Now, these are just some of the comments. I'm actually going to read a lot of the comments from the video, by the way. And I'm going to respond to every single comment. But the one thing I will say is, before we get started, is people think that this is some type of dictatorship, right? That somebody has priority over the other in the roundtable. We have creative freedom. So I have creative freedom to post whatever I want within the realm of YouTube guidelines. TD thought it was funny. Dan was hysterically laughing at it. And Richie's cool with it, even though he's neutral. And you really believe that that's the worst video I could have? If I really was happy that Tua got hurt, if I was really such a piece of shit scumbag with my editing skills, do you honestly believe I couldn't put up something better than that video? You really think I couldn't really be savage with my shit? I kept it as tame as possibly on that video. I literally just uploaded reactions from all you Dolphins content creators and just threw it back at y'all, right? I gave you a reason. But now there's Dolphins fans who last week, by the way, was, like I said, on my blowhole and got no problem, had no problem last week saying how great of a video it was to troll Bills fans. Most of the Dolphins fans that I've seen, that I witnessed, were actually making fun and saying, yeah, the Bills were making injury excuses. You know what I mean? Isn't that what a lot of you Dolphins fans were doing last week? Right? And I even can show the DMs. I can show the screenshots. You've seen it in the video too. Go to my channel. I even uploaded my own video about it. About all these Dolphins fans after Mac Jones got hurt. He's soft. He's a pussy. He can't take a hit. He's crying. He's a walking meme. And I told you after last week when I uploaded that video, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable, Dolphins fans, because I will have my moment in the sun. No pun intended, right? I will come back with a vengeance and furious anger, and thou shalt smite my brother. Don't let me start quoting movies, bro. I told y'all, don't get too comfortable. I'm not your friend. And a lot of people saw through my strategy. I reeled you in. Oh, this is the greatest video ever, Master at Work. Oh, thank you for finally he's really a Dolphin fan. He's finally giving the Bills what they deserve, which they so rightfully deserved at that moment in time. Now, if the roles were reversed and Buffalo would have won that game, then we all know where we would be sitting right now, don't we? Right? But before I get into everything that I need to say, because a lot of stuff has to be said, and I'm going to respond to all the little comments. I see y'all going at me on Twitter, same little Dolphins trolls that talking about I don't show my face, but these are the motherfuckers that hide behind McDaniels, little profile pictures, Tua. I'll get to that in a second. I want to shout out our sponsor. I am hosting the Friday night show, so that means it's my rules. I do what I want, but I will be. I have to shout out Mojo, right? Because I actually use this app, and I will say this. This is actually a great idea. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like to play the stock market, but playing the stock market, anybody can honestly. You can actually learn the actual stock market and invest in the actual stock market by learning from the NFL stock market. Now, we all know Tua got hurt, right? We all know what happened yesterday, which we're going to get into in depth. We're going to go from beginning, the middle, and the end, what transpired, why it happened, how it happened, and who's covering up, and Dolphins fans. We're going to get into all that because I got it all laid out on the table. Nice and simply for even you delusional Dolphins fans to understand. But as you can see here, Tua stock isn't as Tua stock took a little hit, huh? Tua stock took a little hit. And I'm going to say this one more time. If you go to my Twitter page as soon as Tua went down, what did I say? I even pull up the tweet if you want. I said, my condolences to Tua. I don't want to see the kid hurt. Nobody wants to see Tua hurt. It's actually disgusting what happened. It made my skin crawl. I said, my condolences. I hope he comes back stronger. What happened to him shouldn't have happened. Nobody wishes injury on anybody else. But I'm going to get to the part in a second why you're so upset at me, Dolphins fans. But like I said, you can look at here. Invest in the NFL stock market. You can download the app. It's available in New Jersey only. It's going to expand. But like I said, Tua took a little hit last night. His stock went down. You can short the stock. You can invest in the stock. If it was my personal opinion, after what happened last night, I would not invest a dime in Tua Tagovailoa. Now, who you should invest in is Teddy Bridgewater's stock is up only because he's starting. But if the Dolphins are smart, which they're not smart. I would take that $1.42 stock that Skynet Thompson has, and I would buy some stock in that. I you know what I'm saying? Taylor Higgins, T. Higgins is on my fantasy team. His stock's going up. He looked good Thursday night against you Dolphins, didn't he? Tyreek Hill, now that he don't got nobody really to throw him the ball no more. If Skynet plays, I would buy some stock in Tyreek Hill. Even though he's a pregnant wife woman beater, which we'll get to that too. Mac Jones, he's not playing this Sunday. This announced. I wouldn't buy any Mac Jones stock. I'm surprised he was even questionable into this game, which gives me a little bit of, I don't know, encouragement that he might come back in 2 weeks. That he's not going to actually be out 6 to 8 weeks. But with the Patriots, who the hell knows, right? I mean, we do just lie on our injury report, right? Aren't we the ones known for lying on the injury report, Dolphins fans? Oh, how the turntables. Oh, how the turntables. What else did I see? Oh, boy. So, yeah, that's pretty much Mojo, like I said, man. Very interesting. I like the idea, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can invest in the stock or whatever. I know if you put money down, you have a chance to win up to $10,000 in stocks. So if you are in the New Jersey area, you know what I'm saying, I would definitely download this app and just try it out to see if you like it, man. And I think it's pretty cool. You know, pretty cool idea. But that's enough of Mojo. Like I said, shout out to Mojo. And we're going to get into what we really need to talk about here. So let me go ahead and pull some stuff here. Give me one little teeny second here because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to go from the beginning to the middle to the end. And if Dolphins fans, if you have something to say to me, super chat. I will be also posting the link in about half an hour in the Patreon. So if you are a Patreon member and you're a Dolphins fan, because I've already had a couple of people say, I'm unsubscribing. I can no longer support the channel as long as Master at Work is here, even though I'm technically the one who came up with it. I went to TD and proposed that we make a roundtable. Later on, I found Dan. Then I found Richie. Then I brought other people on. So there wouldn't be an AFC East roundtable if I wasn't persistent in going after TD. I've known TD since he started on YouTube. I used to troll him in his streams. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and assess the situation. Obviously, I'm not going to play. People are so sensitive. How can you show that? How can you show that play? Don't stop showing the injury. Shut the hell up. You had no problem watching Mac Jones injury over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You got Dolphins fans are such hypocrites, bro. Like y'all are such hypocrites, man. It's pretty sad, but we're gonna get to let's see here. What did I want to show? Okay, so there is a tweet that I did want to show. I think it's this one. Yep, that's the one I wanted to show. So let's remove that and screen. I think this is the one, right? Yep. There is a neurologist. You guys have probably heard of him on Twitter. Listen, I'm reading your comments as much as I can, but like I said, super chat is there. If you want me to read your comments so badly, if you got something to say to me, donate $1. Donate $1. Maybe we can pay for Tua's fucking surgery or whatever. I don't know. This guy last night, before the game even started, says if Tua takes the field tonight, it's a massive step back for concussion care in the NFL. If he has a second concussion that destroys his season or career, everyone involved will be sued and should lose their jobs, coaches included. We all saw it. Even they must know this isn't right. So let's get to the beginning. This all started last week. We all saw it. I don't have to replay it for you, but we all witnessed what happened. Tua against the Buffalo Bills right before the end of the second half took a hit. You all saw it. His head hit the grass. He got up woozy, fell back down. He went into concussion protocol. The Dolphins, and this is where it needs to be said, this is the most important part of why I think the Dolphins are going to get fucked. And you deserve to get fucked. And this is why I know the Dolphins are a fucking pack of liars. Your organization, like, here's the thing. Why would you believe an organization that was responsible? We can put this back on the Patriots too. Like, there's a lot of shit that I don't believe Belichick's saying just because he's known to being a liar and skirting the truth. We can go hand in hand, Dolphins fans, but I'm going to break it down for you so even your simple-minded mammals can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Why would you trust an organization that won? Bullygate. Remember Bullygate? Remember how you ostracized that young man who later on saved the person from a car wreck? I can't think of his name, but remember Bullygate. Your owner was behind that as well. You're going to trust an organization that was responsible for Bullygate, responsible for Tampergate, responsible for tampering with Tom Brady, obviously. That's not why you got fined. We're going to believe an organization that sat up here, fired Brian Flores after your owner, who, by the way, is suspended for, I think, for his first 7 games of the season, sat up there and tried to offer him $100,000 to tank games on purpose, who's invested in gambling companies. We're going to trust an owner that tried to pay off a first-year head coach who was trying to make a name for himself because you wanted Joe Burrow. We all know you did. So we're going to trust an owner that paid off a rookie head coach, or tried to pay off. He didn't actually pay him off because Flores didn't go for this shit. We're going to trust that owner that tried to pay Brian Flores $100,000 to tank, which later came out factual, even though he said it in a joking manner. We're going to trust an owner that later fired that same coach who had back-to-back winning seasons, who obviously didn't want Tua and damage his career, right? He was holding Tua back, even though they sheltered him in his first season. They didn't want no tape on him. They didn't want no practice filmed like with the Bengals. We're going to trust it. We're going to trust your organization about this. The same organization, like I said, fired Brian Flores, put his record in his face about how he underachieved, how he didn't make the playoffs, put his record, even on the first year, you offered $100,000 to tank games. So you want to put the record that you wanted him to tank games in, put it on the little notepad, put it out on social media and say, this is the reason why we fired Brian Flores. We're going to trust that organization who got docked the first round draft pick, whose owner got suspended for the first, I think, 6-7 games and not allowed to be around the team, who got docked a third round pick. We're going to trust that organization, an owner who's the only owner for the Dolphins in their history that hasn't won a playoff game. We're going to trust that owner. We're going to trust an owner who hired Adam Gase. We're going to trust your franchise. And didn't you have a thing with Matt Moore? Didn't you have a thing with Matt Moore about concussion protocol that you didn't, was a little sketchy about? We're going to trust that organization. We're going to trust that organization, right? About medical advice. So here's the thing. When Tua initially went into concussion protocol, we all saw it. Well, what was everybody thinking? He got a concussion. He's not coming back for the game. If he does, I'll be shocked. What did the Dolphins do? The first thing they tweeted was, we are investigating, or we are looking over Tua for head trauma. That's the first thing they said. How would they have come to that conclusion if they didn't already check him out? So what did the Dolphins do? They revised it. Yeah. Thank you, Jimmy Casket. I completely agree. What did the Dolphins do then? Adam Schefter said it. You can look it up on YouTube. Adam Schefter, First Take, Stephen A. Smith. The Dolphins revised their little thing, took back the head trauma statement, and said that it was his back, that it was his neck. Am I correct? So which one is it? Did the Dolphins not properly evaluate Tua's head trauma? Or is it that they wanted him to go back out there because they knew goddamn well they couldn't beat Buffalo without him? And then we get to the independent medical examiner. So the NFL obviously has an independent examiner. And what did the NFL independent examiner say? It's the neck. He's safe to go back out there. Tua went back out there. Nothing seemed wrong. Dolphins win. You're 3-0. You're celebrating your Super Bowl. You're throwing parades. You're bumping into opposing fan bases, calling them pussies. And all is right in Dolphin land. We're the best team in the AFC. Tua's the MVP. Yada, yada, yada. He's better than Burrow. Look at how Herbert played against the Jaguars. We're the best, even though we've had multiple seasons starting 3-0 or 3-1, and we completely shit the bed down the stretch like you always do. That was the entire narrative surrounding the Miami Dolphins last week. We got on this roundtable Wednesday, 2 days ago. We got on this very roundtable, me, Dan, TD, and Richie. And what did we say? We didn't buy it. I told you he should have never been in the game. And what did Dolphins fans say? Correct me if I'm fucking wrong. Bills fans are just crying. Bills fans are just sore losers. Bills fans don't know what the fuck they talking about. He would have never went back out there if he wasn't healthy. Isn't that what y'all said? Isn't that what y'all said? I'm listening, Dolphins fans. Isn't that what you said? Now we're going to get back into that situation. The reason, now, like I said, when that happened, I automatically tweeted out that the Dolphins should be sued for malpractice because nobody trusted that bullshit. And what did Mike McDaniels and Tua do? Because they're both culpable. I don't blame Tua as much because how can you really blame Tua when you shit on him for 2 seasons? You having a civil war within your own fan base about wanting him gone. Hell, even yesterday there was Dolphins fans celebrating his injury. Am I wrong about that? So what did you do? Why did Tua feel the need to lie about his head trauma? Now, I don't disagree that he also most likely had a neck injury, and I think he did. But there is no way in fuck you can sit up here and tell me that after seeing his head bounce off that ground that he did not have even a mild concussion. So what happened? Tua got on that little podium and lied. And why did he lie? People asking, what would Tua have to gain? Well, let's see here. You shit on him for 3 seasons. You tried to trade for Deshaun Watson. You shit on him behind his back. The owner didn't trust him. The coach sabotaged him. The coach didn't even want him. He wanted Justin Herbert. Who the fuck is texting me? Just a second here, bro. I'm messing up my roundtable, bro. Damn. This is Dan, bro. Give me a sec. I gotta fucking respond to this. Oh, Dan, the show's going good, bro. That's Dan Mitchell. Anyway, what was I saying? Maybe lose my train of thought. Why did Tua lie? Why did Tua lie, right? You shit on him. You shit on him for 3 seasons. I went through that, the entire Herbert, the Flores situation. The owner wanted Deshaun Watson. The team around him just wasn't gelling. He just constantly got hurt. He needed to prove himself. And like any other NFL athlete, you're going to do what it takes to get back on that field, play for your teammates, regardless of how hurt you are. And I got to give Tua this. He got heart. He got heart. A lot of quarterbacks wouldn't have done what Tua did. They would have got their money and dipped. But no, your fan base is responsible for Tua needing to prove himself. Your fan base is responsible for the whole entire narrative. Right? You probably could look at this chat right the fuck now, and I guarantee you 50-50 is split about Tua. About whether he's your franchise quarterback. So what do you put into yourself in Tua's shoes? He's balling out. He threw 6 touchdowns. He's the number 1 rated passer in the NFL, has the most yards. This is his season to prove all the haters wrong. He's got all the weapons. He's got Tyreek Hill. He's got Chase Edmonds. He's got Jalen Waddle. He's healthy, so he says. Offensive line's better. Defense is okay. He's got a running game. This is the best Tua's ever felt. This is the best opportunity Tua has to prove to you peasants that he could be your franchise quarterback. Even despite you're still shitting on him. TD included. That's why Tua got up there and lied. Damn, stop texting me, bro. I'm gonna have to put my shit on silent. Anyway, like I said, you guys are the reason that Tua felt the need to prove himself. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Y'all put Tua in this predicament. And that's why there was a faction that was created in Tuanon, which I still think is a complete fucking conspiracy. I believe the guy that runs the account just wanted to capitalize on the Tua hate. So he copied QAnon, made it Tuanon because it rhymes, got all, fucking went viral by Barstool Sports, da-da-da-da-da. QAnon is a joke. Tuanon is a joke. So y'all create factions within your own fan base because of the hatred of Tua. And then you blame the media for not giving him respect or not giving him a chance. Then you blame opposing fan bases like the Patriots and the Jets and the Dolphins for not respecting him, even though he has shown nothing. Which, why would we respect a quarterback that your own franchise and your own fan base doesn't even respect? You don't see Patriots fans, despite his performances, call for his head. Not before this season. You don't see Jets fans going around shitting on Zach Wilson. Do you? No, you don't. Why is it that it's the Dolphins fan base that all this shit comes out of? Why is it your fan base that seems so divided on a franchise quarterback who we're supposed to believe in? Thanks for the $10 super chat. Lifelong Dolphins fan, franchise owner, and half of the fans don't support Tua. And of course, this forced him to go in and push himself when hurt. McDaniels was the first person that backed him. Which brings me to McDaniels. Thank you for the super chat. Which brings me to McDaniels. I think McDaniels is a good guy. I even think he's a hell of a coach. Analytic rise, right? He had success in San Francisco. So like I said, I think he's an up and coming young coach. But here's the thing. I'm not going to judge him from his coaching because what he's proven so far, he can coach. So I can't judge him on his merit so far regarding his football IQ. The problem I have with McDaniels, and this happened during the press conference when he got introduced. Are we going to sit up here and believe a guy that sat up there when he was introduced as your Dolphins head coach? We're actually going to believe a guy that when he got asked the question whether your owner, Stephen Ross, has integrity, he sat up there and said the Dolphins have done nothing wrong. All I see is I think he has a lot of integrity. I think anybody that has that type of money has go back and watch the fucking press conference. When the Dolphins cheating allegations surfaced, he said he had no reason to be hesitant to take the job. Exactly. And even though it's not a super chat, I need to highlight it. You honestly believe that a first-time head coach, who, by the way, was only offered that one Miami job because nobody else wanted that shit, who the fuck would want to coach Tua in the Miami Dolphins with all the problems that Flores had, right? Harbaugh fucked around and went back to Michigan because your owner was embedded in Michigan football and he's a booster, right? Isn't your owner intertwined with Michigan football? And he didn't want to take Harbaugh away from Michigan. Huh? Am I correct in that? So you think I don't know? I know everything about your franchise. I watch everything, bro. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I listen to all your podcasts. You can't fool me, Dolphins fans. I know what's been going on with your franchise. I know it. So we're going to trust the coach. Today, he cried, apparently. I watched that little fucking Oscar-winning speech. We're going to sit up here and we're going to believe your head coach after he blatantly lied in front of everyone and his first time speaking as a Dolphins head coach about how your owner has integrity and how there was no red flags. You know why he lied? It was his first head coaching job. He had to lick the boots of the owner that signed his fucking checks. Period. Am I wrong? Someone tell me in the chat, am I wrong? So you think you can go to these other Dolphins content creators and they know about your football franchise, and there's nobody that knows the inner workings and the dirty little laundry other than Dolphins content creators like TD, like Reason, like Dudley Do Wrong, and K1 Flexin, huh? And Steven at Miami, Fin Fanatics. You think you can pull one over on me? Dolphins fans? I know your franchise better than you do. I guarantee it. But I'm an undercover Dolphins fan who just made fun of Tua's injury, but I'm a Dolphins fan though. So why would I do such a thing? But let's get back to the entire point of this thing about Mike McDaniels and why I think he's a lying piece of shit. We're gonna believe an owner that lied as his first press conference, and I know Dolphins fans don't want to talk about it, but we gonna talk about it on this motherfucker here. When they asked him, and I know he felt uncomfortable because he was stuttering like he usually does. What did they ask him? Do you feel like you've gotten a higher chance of opportunity seeing as though you don't look black? Now, I'm multiracial. My dad's black and my mom's white. Right? Looking outside, when I go outside, motherfuckers think I'm Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get flagged as black. So I understand it. He's Logic, one of my favorite rappers. Look at Logic the rapper. You are watching a master at work. Which, by the way, that's where I got my shit from. Was Logic. Logic don't look black, but he's black. So when they asked Mike McDaniels, do you feel like you've gotten a advantage because you didn't have to go through what someone like Brian Flores had to go through to get a job? Which, by the way, Mike McDaniels is half black. And what did Mike McDaniels do? What did Mike McDaniels do, Dolphins fans? I don't look at color like that. I don't think I've gotten any more advantage than anybody else. I don't even think about that. I've never thought about that. Full of absolute shit. He denied his blackness in front of the whole world to see. He didn't even say he was black. Go back and watch the press conference. And I do know for a fucking fact that none of y'all little Dolphins content creators that you think tell all this truth and spit facts, not one of them talked about it. I was Dudley didn't talk about it. Actually, if you look back, go back to Dudley Dude, and I like Doug. I like Doug. He's a cool dude. I won his pick'em last year. I want you to go back and find the video where Doug covered Mike McDaniel's press conference. And it's so convenient that he cut out that part when they asked him about race. It's not in there. I got it on my channel, though. Maybe I can find it. I don't know. Like, give me a second. I mean, I got so much Dolphin shit in here. I don't know if I know I have it. It's just, I think it's under press conference. So I guess I gotta go to. See, I got a folder for everything. I wish y'all could see my file. Dolphins 22 hate. Dolphins offseason. Tua injury. Fucking Tyreek Hill signing. Flores firing. Dolphins cheating scandal, bro. Y'all got entire full cabinets up in this motherfucker on this Mac OS. Let's see if I can find it. It should be under Dolphins offseason because it happened in the offseason. And I guarantee you I can find the clip. You just gotta give me a second. Okay, I think it would be 2022 hate, and then I think it would be under off-season. Oh, there it is. Off-season. I want to see if I can find it. Oh, is this it? Oh, it's 56 minutes long. I think I could have edited it out. I might have edited it out. Let me see here if I edited it out. Oh, I did. I wonder if this is what I edited out. Oh, you're going to be in for a treat, Dolphins fans. Look like I found what I was looking for, Dolphins fans. So instead of doing all that, let me just go ahead and send this to my downloads, and so I can share the screen. Video file. I don't know if this is the right one, but we about to find out.
Issues raised by your predecessor in his legal action raise any red flags in your mind?
Okay. So this clip here was, I'm going to show the black thing. This clip here is from his introductory press conference. It's a short clip. Listen to what he has to say. But we're going to believe medical advice and his, I don't know, sincereness towards Tua when he said this at his press conference.
And about this organization, if not, why not? And if so, how did you resolve them in your own mind?
Red flags. I can honestly say there was absolutely no red flags. And the reason why was because I was stepping into an organization with a boss that I don't think people give it its proper due. Stephen Ross, there's a lot of people in professional sports, that are out to make money. And I mean, I can't lie. I feel like if I spend that much money, I'd want to make a lot of money. But like I said, when I walked in that door, you look at every single detail within this building. You look at the people that are hired. You look at just all the extents that there's no cost too high for winning for him. And when you're in multiple organizations, you realize that's not always the case. The city of Miami really is lucky to have an owner that, right, wrong, or indifferent, all he cares about is winning. And as a coach, that's all you are literally looking for. That's all. So red flags? No, there's no red flags for me.
That shit funny to me. That shit funny to me. I mean, it really is pathetic. And the fact that Dolphins fans take this dude seriously. Now, like I said, this has nothing to do with him coaching X's and O's. Your personality and the type of person you are doesn't have shit to do with X's and O's. Belichick, in my opinion, is a piece of shit. People don't know this about Belichick, but he cheated on his wife with the chick he's now with, Linda Holiday. Belichick's a piece of shit. We all know this. Belichick is a low-down, dirty scoundrel. But that doesn't take away from his coaching ability. But Dolphins fans want to tout their little mini Shula. Oh, that's what you call him, right? I call him the Napoleon Dynamite, or Logic, or a poor man's Logic, who has no logic. And his stupid shit that he says. He stutters after every sentence. I don't know if he has a speech impediment. I gotta have a speech impediment, but it is what it is. I don't really hate on him for that. But your X's and O's has nothing to do with you as a person. And this entire situation with Tua, the concussion, which we haven't even got to yet from last night, which we're going to get to, this entire situation has everything to do with the character. His character, right? When have the Dolphins ever given a fuck about character? I'm going to find the other clip of Michael Daniels, right? Character. Let's not get it twisted here. You signed a pregnant, wife-beating piece of trash. And Tyreek woman beat a hill. Did you or did you not? Can't deny the talent. Best receiver in the NFL. Fastest receiver most likely of all time. Can't deny the talent. But don't sit up here and preach morals as a fan base to Patriots fans who you have done for decades. We do it the right way. We don't cheat, even though we just got busted for cheating. We don't bully, even though we got busted for bullygate. We don't hire crackheads as head coach, even though you signed Adam Gase. We Tank, bro. Y'all got more scandals than we do. The only difference is, well, we know what the difference is now, do we, Dolphins fans? You lose. We win. Or we did win. We don't win anymore, but we won. We cheated, but we got banners and we got trophies to show for it. You cheat, you're a piece of shit franchise, but you still lose. Now, would you rather be a cheater and a loser or a cheater and a winner, Dolphins fans? Your owner does everything he can to win. Can't deny that. Gotta applaud the effort. So does Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft gets little hand-me-downs down in ching chong ching down in the massage parlor down in Florida. Right? We know about Robert Kraft's fucking his history. We know about him. What about your owner? You know about your owner, right? That's the difference between both of our franchises. We both are cheaters. Low down dirty scoundrels, hide injury reports, all types of shit. I know, you know how I can speak about this is because, well, my franchise has done it for 2 decades. The only difference is we won. We won doing it. Now, before that's it, we're going to talk about what happened last night because we haven't gotten there yet. Because, see, I'm setting up a story. I'm setting up a story and a narrative that you motherfuckers can't handle. Because you're burying your head in the sands because you want to be loyal to your badge. You want to be loyal to the emblem of the Dolphin. By the way, you have one of the worst logos in the NFL. You should have just stuck with your old one. But guess who fucked that up too? That's right. You even fucked up your own logo. Think of that. You even fucked up your own logo. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I'm going to let people come in when I'm done. I'm going to put the link on Patreon, but if you got something to say, super chat. But no, we're going to unsubscribe you now because we don't like the way you make fun of Tua. You hurt our feelings. You hurt our feelings. We're unsubscribing. We're not supporting you no more. Because we wanna bury our head in the sand as Dolphins fans because we deserve to win. Tua's a nice kid and he doesn't deserve to be treated that way, even though our own fan base treated him that way. Ain't that right, Dolphins fans? That's what you sound like to me. Am I wrong? Pats are... See, this is what you minions don't understand. And I'm reading the chat. No one's denying the Patriots suck. No one's denying that. I'm not getting on here propping up my franchise as this holier than thou. We're still relevant. We're going to win a Super Bowl. We're going to win a division. You want to know why I don't get on here every Wednesday and preach that bullshit, and why I don't even get on my own channel and preach that bullshit, why I tell it how it is? Let's think here. Maybe because, I don't know, I'm not delusional. But what have you Dolphins fans been preaching? And I've been hearing it for a decade now. When you had Tannehill, Mike Wallace, Jarvis Landry. This is our year. We're going to take the division. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to win a playoff game. We're going to get a franchise quarterback. Tua's the guy. Tua's the one. We're going to tank and get Tua. Tank for Tua. We take over division. We win. We take over Patriots. And let's forget the Tannehill years. Let's forget the COVID year. The Patriots' worst season. 7-9. What did you do? What did you do, Dolphins fans? You didn't make the playoffs. To a second season, last season when Mac Jones was a fucking rookie. What did you do? What did you do? You didn't make the playoffs. You haven't won a playoff game since George Bush. You haven't won a playoff game since the PlayStation 2 launch. You haven't won a playoff game since, I don't know, Godzilla, the first one came out. You and me, we are not the same. I've seen my team win. How about you? And you're still not winning. Do you know how many times you started off the season 3-1 and then proceeded to shit the bed? I think it was when Brady was still quarterback, you were 3-1. I think it was the first year I remember TD being on YouTube. You beat us. You started 3-1. And what happened? What happened? How many times have you started off 3-1 or 3-0 and then completely nosedived right into the fucking Pacific Ocean? Like the fucking Titanic. Over and over and over and over again. And you thought this year was going to be different? And then yesterday happened. Yesterday happened. You can't even lose with dignity. You can't even lose. See, you make headlines for the wrong reasons. Yeah, we make headlines when we cheat, but we win. You make headlines when you do shitty, shiesty ass shit like last night, and you still lose. You had the greatest week of Dolphins coverage of all time, mostly in y'all's fanhood. Y'all have never seen Miami at the top of no power rankings. Y'all have never seen Miami on top of the East. Y'all have never seen Miami undefeated this early. Well, yeah, you have. But what I'm saying is not in the Tua era. A lot of you are new fans. A lot of you haven't seen what it's like to have any type of success, whether it's early, middle, or the end. It's always 6-game losing streak, win a couple games. We're about to make the playoffs. Oh, fuck. We fucked it up. That's the story of your franchise, Dolphins fans. And there it is. And I need to highlight it because I remember this exact fucking thing being told to me when you guys started 3-1 that season when Tom Brady was quarterback. Even after you lost. As a matter of fact, we beat you and you were 3-1 and you were top of the division. What in the fuck does a division lead have to do with now? We led the division. We were the number 1 seed in the AFC for a week. What happened? What happened to the Patriots last season? We all know what fucking happened. Dolphins fans live week by week. You don't see the long game. You don't see... You can't see past the fucking ocean. You don't see the sunrise. You don't see, like, if you're looking down a dark tunnel, you're seeing an imaginary fucking light at the end of it, when in reality, it's complete darkness. Your franchise is cursed. Your stadium is built on Indian burial grounds. I even showed a picture on Twitter. Do I really got to show this picture? I'm going to show you how cursed. I'm going to get to Mike McDaniels and I'm going to get to tomorrow in about 5 minutes. But I feel the need. I need to show this photo. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you how cursed the Miami Dolphins are. This is not photoshopped. This is an actual fucking picture. Y'all don't believe me, man. See, I got to show evidence and I got to show my receipts to get motherfuckers' attention. I really, really do. Dolphins fans, why do you make me do this to you every season? I would say it gets old, but god damn it, it doesn't. I love every second of it, trashing you delusional peasants. You really thought I was going to be on your side, didn't you? You really thought so. You got fooled. Oh, you gullible maggots. Y'all are a pathetic bunch, man. Gotta give it to you though. It's really easy to trick a fool. Does anybody know where this photo was taken? Dolphins fans. Does anybody know where this photo was taken? And you got a motherfucking deserted. There used to be y'all got a fucking cafe, an old cafe that's now deserted because ISIS is pretty much done. These motherfuckers got a damn cafe, or used to be a cafe, in fucking ISIS territory, bruh. And you don't think bad juju doesn't follow you around like a black cat in the Matrix? You don't think that there's some higher power out there that just doesn't want you to win? Do you think so? Because I believe it. I believe in the football gods. Now I'm trying to think, what could the Dolphins have possibly done to piss off the football gods, where they can't win a playoff game in 22 seasons, the longest drought other than the Lions, and how they haven't won a damn Super Bowl since the invention of black and white television, where the only way you can really watch them now is, well, they had to recolorize the fucking thing so they could put it on NFL Network so you can watch Mercury Morris and Greasy and Larry Zonka hoist up a Lombardi trophy in a season where you only had to win, 13, 14 games to be perfect? Huh? And a lot of you motherfuckers never witnessed it besides on, I don't know, TV, DVD, VCR, who knows? There's bad juju. Your franchise don't pissed off the wrong motherfuckers. Now, whether it's the Native American Indians, where how you have a home field advantage is beyond me. maybe they don't recognize your new logo. I don't fucking know. But you don't piss off somebody fucking serious to have fucking built a goddamn cafe in the middle of ISIS. So you mean to tell me that these motherfuckers was sizing up the United States with their AKs and fucking bombs, and fucking Osama bin Laden was hiding in the goddamn Dolphin Cafe? That shit funny to me. Truth hurts. But you ain't gotta listen to me, man. You ain't gotta listen to me. Go watch CD. Go watch Reason. Go to your safe space. Go to your safe space on Twitter. Go to your little snowflakes. Go to your safe space on Instagram and your little Miami meetup groups where all your little fucking Dolphins congregate and share your little stories about how long you've been a fan for and why Tua's the next one, or why Tua sucks, or Skynet. Have your little conversations in your little groups. Because all a dolphin is a gay shark. That's all y'all are. A dolphin is a gay shark. Nobody takes you seriously. There's no such thing as killer dolphins. Y'all are made of mercury. You know what they do to dolphins in Japan? You ever seen the documentary The Cove? They slaughter dolphins. They sell y'all down the shore. Y'all are in an extinct in about, I don't know how long it's going to take, but there will come a time where the dolphin, the mammal that you have on your helmets, will eventually become extinct. Just like your franchise. You are not the king of your own territory. When you go into an ocean, You don't think, damn, I really hope the Dolphins don't get me. Nah, you think of alligators. You think. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Do you think when you go out in the ocean or whatever, you don't think, fuck, man, this. I really hope them dolphins don't get me. Nah, you think of sharks. You think of alligators, octopi, octopus, fucking great white sharks and shit, whales. You don't think of fucking dolphins. Hell, there's a documentary on YouTube. I don't know what the name of it is, but a goddamn motherfucking guy had an actual sexual romantic relationship with a dolphin. I shit you fucking not. Motherfucker thought the dolphin fell in love with him. Am I lying? Am I lying? Dolphins, Patriots fans believe in QAnon. Bro, your fan base literally is named Tuanon. You took QAnon and turned it into fucking Tuanon. You gotta be nothing. You Dolphins fans make any sense. But nah, we gotta move on, bro, because I'm literally rambling and I don't know. I might be on here another hour. We gotta get to what I want to say. I'm gonna get to McDaniels, why you can't try. I already got to that. There is one thing I wanted to share that his press conference. See if I can find it. I have his entire press conference on here, so I'm just gonna have to scan through it, and we're gonna find this video file. I'm gonna see if I can find it. So give me 1 second. Give me about 1 second here. I'm gonna see if I can find it here. Because like I said, I'm painting a narrative. Okay, so let's see what. Okay, that's scumbag.
I'd like to very well.
I think they asked
coaching coaching a position group. Welcome to that's what you're preparing for. So
I think they ask them in detail.
And honestly, it just helps me. People can attach to ideas.
Spoken so much about your mentors and colleagues and so many people who have had so much influence on you as a coach. What are some of the leadership qualities?
Okay, that's not it.
And I remember thinking, like, all right, I think he's going to listen to me, but
no.
And that fundamental ordeal, this is and coaches alike, was a collective group of people that reflects.
I'm skimming through it.
Really, what the Miami Dolphins are about.
Oh,
I guess that makes me a human being that can identify with other people's problems.
I found it. It's at the very end.
I'm just.
I want you to
Mike
listen to
Safadine, USA Today.
Here it is.
Your ethnicity has been a topic of conversation since your hiring. I wanted to ask, how's your experience growing up as how you identify? How has that experience been? And do you think getting a job like this sets an example for people just like you who have the same life experiences?
Yeah, it's been very odd, to tell you the truth. This idea of identifying as something.
Really?
You know, I think people identify me as something, but I identify as a human being.
Oh, you don't identify as black.
And my dad's black. So whatever you want to call it, I know there's a lot of people with a shared experience, but it doesn't make, it's weird that it comes up because
Why is it weird?
I've just tried to be a good person, and I think my background opens my eyes a little bit.
Really?
I don't have any real experience with racism because, I think you identify me as something close to, I don't know. But I know my mom experienced it when she married my dad. I know my dad experienced it, and that's in my family. But I guess that makes me a human being that can identify with other people's problems.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I know question. How?
Okay. That's all I needed you guys to hear. That's all I needed to hear. You heard it yourself, man. You heard it, you fucking... Bro, y'all... Oscar-winning performance by McDaniels at the press conference today, though. Okay, so let's get back to what I was saying, right? So we're going to trust a guy who literally got up here and lied about how the Dolphins are this great organization, how Stephen Ross is the greatest guy on earth, how there's no red flags, even though they were going through a whole Flores scandal and cheating and da-da-da-da. We obviously know he lied. He did it for the paycheck. He did it for his job, which a lot of people would do. I can't really blame him for that. But here's the problem. You can't sit up here and expect us to believe you in situations when it comes to morality and injuries. So let's get to yesterday. Tua goes down with an injury. First off, if you watch the reaction video, what do all the Dolphins fans say when he goes down? Mostly everybody. What's the first thing they say? Tua should have thrown it away. Why is he taking that hit? Their first inclination is that it's Tua's fault. Because plays like that happen every single game. Quarterbacks take hits. Quarterbacks make bad reads. Even the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, has had his fair share of horrible reads, taking unnecessary hits, even though he doesn't do that no more. He hasn't done it for a while. But even Tom Brady, every once in a while, gets stuck and he panics. But what's the first thing that Dolphins fans reacted to? It wasn't him getting hurt. It wasn't him getting hit. It was him not doing what they think he should have done. Hell, they probably saw the damn field like a damn chessboard. Why isn't Tua going there? There's a wide open guy over there. Waddle streaking down the sidelines. Tyreek's on a fucking slant. Why do you think all these Dolphins fans do all 22s? They want to find fault in their quarterback. When in actuality, Dolphins fans, what are you honestly accomplishing? You're not a head coach. You're not an analyst. Why the fuck does it matter if motherfuckers gotta sit and watch you do all 22s? You're not a journalist. It's not your job to go through all 22s. And I see this from a lot of content creators, not just Dolphins. But what the fuck is the point of doing an all 22? Do you think I'm going to sit up here and break down every single, let's say hypothetically, I break down every single play Mac Jones does on an all 22. I see all the routes. I see where he's supposed to go. I see his errors. I see the offensive line, where he's supposed to go, what he's supposed to do. Da, da, da. Let's say I'll do all that. What is Belichick going to call my cell and ask me for advice on what I fucking saw on the game film? Reason. What's the reason? Is Belichick going to call my fucking phone and ask me what the fuck I saw on film? But no, I'm going to break down film for a fucking hour. And I'm going to show you all the things that Tua did wrong. I'm going to critique him. And I'm going to show everybody else what's so bad. Who in the hell does that? I don't see Chiefs fans doing shit like that with Mahomes. I don't see Bills fans doing that shit with Josh Allen. Tom Brady, I don't think anybody's ever done that shit with Tom Brady. Why do Dolphins fans feel the need to do an all 22? Like McDaniels was going to call you up and ask you for your advice. Motherfucker, we see the highlights. It doesn't take a rocket scientist like a la Matt Patricia to look at a fucking interception and realize it's a bad throw, a wrong read, without having to see the entire goddamn field from space. It makes no sense, right? It absolutely makes no fucking sense. It's called entertainment? Am I entertaining you? I must be entertaining you, because if I wasn't entertaining you, your ass would be crying right now while TE is streaming. Am I wrong? I guess I must be more entertaining than any Dolphins fan, because I know one thing: a shit ton of Dolphins fans that are streaming today. Am I wrong? But let's break this down. Last night. Oh, and I'm about to trigger the fuck out of Dolphins fans. Y'all complained about me about the video that I put out, even though I literally gave you a gift last week. And this is how you repay your master. But it's not like I made a video laughing or made a reaction video. Ha ha ha, Tua's hurt. Look at Tua. I literally took and spliced all the reactions from all the Dolphins content creators, took their reactions to the injury, put them in a nice little bow, took Teddy Bridgewater's interception, put that at the very end, and put a little of harmless little memes like y'all motherfuckers don't sit there every goddamn day and make Mac Jones memes about his fucking crying face and how he's so much of a pussy who can't take a hit. But it's okay for people to make fun and make memes of Mac Jones, which, by the way, it's fucking hilarious. You don't see me crying about it. You don't me threatening, I'm going to unsub you. I'm going to unfollow you on Twitter because you made me mad. You know what I do in situations like that? Sit back in the cut and I'm like, okay. But when the time comes and the turntables, we're going to see how funny it really is, Dolphins fans. Because last week, you were quick to point out how Buffalo had Micah Hyde hurt, had Poyer gone, how Diggs couldn't take the heat because he was dehydrated because you decided to put half the goddamn sun on their side of the field. But hey, home field advantage, right? No shame, no game. You get home field, you do what you want with your stadium. You want to pump in fake crowd noise? You pump in fake crowd noise. You want to make half the goddamn stadium made of a volcano? Fuck it, I guess we playing in goddamn volcano. Y'all motherfuckers sat up here last week during the roundtable all last week leading up to this game. All last week. Pointing out how the Bills were crying, how the Bills were making excuses, how y'all beat them, how y'all number one in the AFC, how the Bills and this and that, and they were crying about injuries, and if they would have had this guy and they would have had that guy, and we're going to make Mac Jones memes, ha, Mac Jones sucks, Mac Jones this, Mac Jones that, ha, look at Tyson fake crying on the AFC's roundtable. The Patriots suck now. We're at the top again. It's been forever. I've never seen it happen, but God damn it, it happened. And we're going to have fun this week because we're going to go out to Cincinnati on a short goddamn week, even though our fucking team know goddamn well Tua shouldn't have been playing. And we're going to fucking play that game. We're going to put Tua in there in harm's way, and he's almost going to die on the field. And now we're going to cry when little mean old Tyson, master at work, made a fucking video with all your fucking reactions to how pathetic your degenerate piece of shit peasant franchise is. And made a little fucking clip out of it. And now everyone's crying on Twitter. You should be ashamed, Tyson. How could you do such a thing? This is so unlike you. Is this surprising to you? Did I not tell you don't get too comfortable? I told you at the first sign of trouble in paradise, I was going to get you. The higher they climb, the harder they fall, Dolphins fans. It took you 3 weeks to climb up. But I took a fucking axe to that goddamn foundation and chopped it down like fucking Paul Bunyan. Dolphins fans, you soft fucking little soft babies. He's making fun of Tua when half your fucking fan base was making fun of him the entire time. For 3 goddamn years, your fan base ostracized him, made him feel unwelcome. He's so goddamn scared, he don't even want to show his goddamn wife. You got this motherfucker shook. You got Tua so fucking rattled from your fan base that this motherfucker's willing to go out there with a broke ass spine and play and try to win and try to please you. That's how fucking. Who's salty? Who's salty? You motherfuckers' season is over. It's over, Dolphins fans. Your season ended last night. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tua's going to come back on a shiny white horse, and he's going to save us from purgatory. Let me tell you something, you degenerate fucks. Let me explain something to you, you peasants. Tua's career is over. And I'm not meaning in the sense of playing on the field. No, I'm not doing that. The fact that he can't stay on the field for one has been proven. The fact that this motherfucker nearly looked like he was about to die on the field. Let me ask you a question. When Tua eventually gets back out there in 10 days against the Jets, I don't give a fuck if this motherfucker takes 3 weeks. Let's run through your scenario, right? Let's run through it. Tua goes back on the field. Now he's had not one, but 2 concussions. Spinal injury. Even doctors are out here, neurologists are out here saying, this motherfucker takes another goddamn hit, it could be done so. In a sport where contact is prevalent and quarterbacks take hits all goddamn day. All it takes is one. One more fucking hit. All it takes. And y'all offensive line can't fucking block for shit. I mean, it's better, but you know damn well somebody gonna fuck up along the way, Dolphins fans. Somebody gonna fuck up. And when Tua takes that next hit, whether it's 5 weeks, 6 weeks at the end of the season, you think he's a franchise quarterback. So that means you're telling me, and we already know Tua can't take a hit. So what, you're gonna form an invisible fucking shield around Tua, a fucking bubble from SpongeBob around him, some plexiglass, some fucking some bulletproof glass from Tesla. Y'all gonna form that around him for the rest of his career? Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, and I predicted it before Sunday after I saw him go down last week. And trust me, it's gonna happen. It happened to RG3, RG knee. The next time this motherfucker goes out there, he already has it in the back of his head. Man, I really hope I don't take another one of them goddamn hits. Because if he does have nerve damage, and if this is a career-threatening injury, where if he takes another hit or another weird, awkward fall, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So y'all might want to take call up your franchise and your coach and tell him to keep his ass the fuck home. Because it's nice and cute. All these little reports going around thinking, Tua, when he got on the car and went to the locker room and before he got into the ambulance, you know what happened? Oh, he was thinking about the last. McDaniels talked to him and he said, "Oh, what was the last play?" Like we supposed to believe that. Oh, another cute little story. Oh, Tua's in trauma one, sir, in trauma one, but he coming out. He's gonna fly back with the team. He's gonna have him some ice cream. He's gonna eat him some yams. He's gonna watch some Netflix, and he's gonna have a jolly old good time with Mike McDaniels, reminiscing on what could be. And he's going to watch himself a movie, and he's going to put some fucking, I don't know, pop a few Advils, put some Robitussin on that motherfucker, and everything is going to be A-okay. Because that's what the Dolphins fans have been tweeting today. Oh, it's not a big worry. There's no concussion. There's no long term. He's going to have a second MRI. No, if the game was today, Tua would be going right back out there. Ain't that right, Dolphins fans? That's what Y'all don't gotta believe me. Y'all can look up the shit yourself. I mean, I've never seen this by any team. They want to update you on this motherfucker's every step. Tua went to Tua feel real good. He went to the movies today. And what Tua doing now? Well, Tua went out to go get some ice cream. What? Oh, Tua swinging on this little swing set. Look at Mike McDaniels. Push him on the little swing set. I'm sorry, let me go remove this shit.
Hi, Mike. Hell.
Hold on. Give me a second here. I'm gonna read the super chat. Shit. It's funny fans want to talk mess, but when Tyson does it better, they want to grab moral high ground. This is what happens when you cover concussions. When you cover up concussions, like I said, bro. These. What do I say? Like I said, let me get back to my little thing. Everything gonna be okay, Dolphins fans. Tua gonna be okay. He gonna get a nice little massage. Tua ain't gotta have. I can't even keep a straight fucking face if you could see it. It's hilarious to me, bro. Every step, it's like he's a Kardashian. It's like he's a motherfucking Kardashian. What are we going to be keeping up with the Tagovailoas? Huh? He got a sister I don't know about. We already know his daddy beat him into oblivion when he wasn't throwing good back in high school. We know his daddy smacked that little hiney, probably beat him upside the head with a fucking pineapple. Huh? Right? We want to see keeping up with the Tagovailoas now. And what is Tua doing today? Wonder what he's doing now. Like a goddamn reality TV show. What other quarterback do you know? I'm trying to think of who's the last quarterback to go down. Who's the last quarterback to go down? Was it Trey Lance? Perfect example. Did we hear after he got hurt? Trey Lance doing better. Trey Lance is eating ice cream. He took back the team flight with him, and he sat rocks next to Garoppolo to study film. Oh, isn't he cute, Trey Lance? Trey Lance a little cutie. He's studying film even though he don't play no more. Did we hear that from San Francisco beat writers? When Mac Jones got hurt. We don't hear shit about Mac Jones, bro. We're the most secretive franchise of all time. And Tua, y'all are like a leaking faucet. We know when Tua shits, eats, and sleeps. When Tua lays his head down, what movies he's watching, the exact fucking movie. Tua laughed. Can you guys believe this? Tua laughed. He had a smile on his face. He laughed with Mike McDaniels, guys. He's gonna be okay. He can play. He's gonna be able to play in 10 days. You gotta be telling me I'm lying, bro. You gotta be like, am I lying? He said, did Mac Jones watch McGruber with Bill? Who the fuck is McGruber? And hell to the fucking no, bro. Can you imagine Mac Jones and Bill Belichick, bro, going out to a romantic fucking deal? I mean, a romantic fucking dinner, going to the fucking movies, holding hands, singing I don't know, rainbows and sunshines and gumdrops and dancing down the yellow brick road like the fucking Wizard of Oz. Can you imagine Belichick rather have never coached in the NFL than do some corny ass shit like that? You all lost your fucking mind. Where's Mac at? Mac's not playing. Dolphins fans, this is what you seem to not grasp. This is what you don't understand. The Patriots are not on the hook for malpractice and putting Mac Jones. And I said this, Mac Jones better not play on Sunday. Because what would happen if they took Mac Jones out there and Mac Jones fucks around and fucks up an ACL or tears his fucking groin and this is a career-ending injury when you know he shouldn't be playing in the first place? This is about malpractice. This is about your franchise trying to sweep shit under the rug yet again, getting called out by Adam Schefter again. Unbelievable. He said, imagine listening to a whole Logic album. Imagine watching an entire Dolphins season with him as your head coach. He's literally Logic with no logic. He's what Logic's going to look like in 20 years. Imagine watching the entire Dolphins season. Who would you rather do if you're not a fan of Logic? Listen to an entire Logic album that's going to last half an hour, or sit through an entire fucking season of Miami Dolphins football when you already know how the album going to end. You already know how the album going to end. Beginning dreams, ending nightmares. Dreams and nightmares, but for you, just nightmares. Oh, I see you still here. Dawson 100-305, you still here. Hey, that's why I wanted to show this. So y'all think I was a savage with my video. I'm about to really piss y'all off. Y'all think I'm playing today. Dolphins fans. You just don't learn your lesson. I don't know what else to tell you. I haven't even got to the injury yet. Oh yeah, I think I did. I'm not sure, but oh boy. Dolphins fans. Y'all just don't learn your lesson. I gotta teach you like a toddler. Like I gotta literally explain your AC 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, this is who Tua is going to end up like. That's who Tua is going to end up like. I'm telling you. Listen, if Mac Jones is Biggie Smalls, he gonna last a lot. Biggie Smalls lasted a little bit longer than Tupac did. Biggie Mac is lasted longer than Tupac. He lasted longer than Tupac. Big Mac is lasted longer than Tupac. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that Mac Jones is the future of this franchise because I have yet to see what I want. What did I say about Mac Jones? If he doesn't show me a Joe Burrow-esque leap, if this motherfucker doesn't win a playoff game, bye. We go back to the factory and find another one. We will go back in the factory and go find another one. Oh, that's below the belt. Y'all don't like that. I tell you what I'm going to do. Since all you little sensitive Dolphins fans were in my little chirpy on the dance floor dancing for me like the little puppet you are, I'm going to go to the video. I'm going to go into the comment section. And by the way, there are Dolphins fans that found it funny. It's kind of a split. I would say it's more 60-40 positive. Jets fans ain't saying shit. Bills fans think it's hilarious. Dolphins fans don't know what the fuck to think. They're like, well, fuck, if I get offended by this, then that's going to make me a snowflake. But god damn it, it pisses me off. I'm undescribing. That's kind of where Dolphins fans at. Patriots fans know goddamn well why this is happening. Right? But like I said, if Tua Tagovailoa ain't got long He ain't got long. Not long. And I'm not going to sit up there and tell you Mac going to be any better. I still haven't seen what I needed to see from Mac. I haven't seen a fucking thing I wanted to see this season. He's turnover prone. He's turning the ball over more than I could ever imagine. One thing, I feel like I'm getting false advertised. I was advertised Mac Jones being efficient, accurate, and not turning the ball over. I've gotten everything that I wasn't promised. And if Mac Jones don't get it together when he eventually comes back, then his ass can go too. But Dolphins fans, you invested in this little young fella for 3 fucking seasons, and you haven't done anything with it. You can say what you want about Mac Jones, but what has Mac Jones done? He's got us to the playoffs. It went to a Pro Bowl with below average receivers that wouldn't start on motherfuckers' benches. And he's done it with a subpar offensive line and an overrated trash defense that Belichick couldn't turn over, with tight ends and free agents that couldn't fucking hack it. He's done more with less. And I'm still not satisfied. Let's go ahead and read this next comment section. Dolphins fans thinking they won the East last week. Congrats, pathetic fan base. Always chirping about winning the division every year. Always disappointed. This season will be the same. Go Bills. Listen here. I've been accused of being or riding on the Bills. You want to know why I don't give the Bills any type of, I don't know. I don't go hard at the Bills like I should. Or like I said, I go hard at the Bills when I need to go hard. Meaning if we're playing the Bills, and like last season when we play them a playoff game, they get the smoke. But if I had to pick one team in this division that I would be comfortable with taking on the Iron Throne that we've sat on for 2 decades, and listen, if the Bills ever do get to a Super Bowl, I'm not saying I root for them, but I'd be okay if they won. I wouldn't be devastated if they won, because they've never won. Number one, they've never won, so I don't feel threatened by them. If they win one, they won. They have 1 ring. It's when we start getting into the 3, the 4s, the 5s territory where then we gonna have to have a talk, Bills Mafia. If you start threatening our history, then we might have to switch. Then the love affair might have to end eventually, Bills Mafia. But for now, I'm cool. I'm chilling. But it's the Dolphins who, till the day I take my last breath, to the day I die, if I get into the afterlife, I want to make sure I get a front row seat to the Dolphins' demise. I want to be able to, wherever I'm going, if Dolphins fans have been saying I'm going to hell, hey, listen, I'll be right there with Tyreek Hill. I'll be right there with Tyreek Hill and your owner. Some of y'all players going to hell. If you believe in heaven and hell, some of your players going. But whether I'm in hell or heaven or looking up from the clouds or sitting next to fucking Satan himself, the first thing I'm going to say when I get down there is, do the Patriots still have most Super Bowls? And if Satan told me the Patriots ain't never going to win for another 50 years. The second question I'm asking is, are the Dolphins ever going to win? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want you to spoil it, Satan. I don't want you to spoil it. I want to sit down beside you, look up from above, and watch your demise slow. See, I don't like a fat. I watch all the Dolphins games on. See, I got all the Dolphins games downloaded. I'm gonna tell y'all my routine. I watch the Patriots on Sundays. If the Patriots ain't playing, I gotta turn on the Dolphins. I got two TVs. I got the Dolphins on one side and the Patriots on one side. And if somehow both of them don't play, then I got Red Zone on. I tell you how I got it set up. But yeah, let me go read this super chat. Appreciate the super chat. Question: what do you think about TD Finns and fans crying when Buffalo beat themselves that game? Oh, they were trying to talk themselves into why the media should believe in them. They tried to talk themselves up like they do whenever they win a game like that. And nobody bought them besides maybe RG3. Nobody bought it. Nobody sat up here and bought it. We knew it was a fraudulent win. We knew it was a fluke. That's why nobody really cared. Congratulations. You're number one on Stephen A. Smith's fucking power rankings. No one gives a fuck. But no, what I wanted to say was, oh yeah, so I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna be sitting down next to Satan, and I'm gonna be like, Satan, I know the dolphins swim in water, and I know there ain't no water allowed in hell. So can you put me in a tank so I don't get wet, since I'm allowed to lie, since I'm supposed to be suffering in heat? But when you do that, Satan, can you turn on the Dolphins game for me? And I don't want to. And see, I don't see. That's what I think. Right? I got all the Dolphins games downloaded. I rewatch them just to laugh, just for shits and giggles. Just like today, I was at work, sitting at home, sitting on my phone at work, and I'm like, ain't really shit to do. I don't really like to watch HBO and shit like that on my phone. I'm just like, what? You know what? You know, would be good right now. Let me go eat my lunch and sit back and let me go watch these damn Dolphins and Bengals highlights. Oh shit! Is that Teddy Bridge over troubled waters? Put a smile in my face, brighten up my day, as a matter of fact. People think it's a shtick. People think that I don't really hate the Dolphins, that I'm some undercover Dolphins fan, which I'd rather die, to be honest with you. If Brady had come to the Dolphins, I would have burned my Brady jersey and I would have denounced him. And he would not be allowed in the Patriots Hall of Fame. I would protest his Hall of Fame induction speech if he ever came to Miami, which I'm happy that never happened. So, Brady, you should be happy. But yeah, people think I'm just... Well, people call me a Dolphins. You're right. I am a hater. I am the number one Dolphins hater in the world. My toilet paper is of your logo. Whenever I wipe my ass, I have to make sure I get that logo right in between them ass cheeks. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful sense of hate. I wouldn't even say it's hate. It's kind of love. I'm in love with hating the Dolphins, if you really think about it. Have you ever just despised something so much you just love hating it? I'm in love. This is like a weird love affair we have. It's like, I don't know. What is it called? I don't know. It's like hate. It's like hate fucking. Like we hate fuck each other. It's beautiful. Oh, God. He said it's called... I mean, listen, you literally saying it's weird, but it's weird, but you sitting up here, watching me. So, I mean, it's hilarious. And people ask me why. Why is it the Dolphins? I have hatred for the Chiefs too. I really do. But see, the thing with the Chiefs is that hatred subsides. I usually always hate a team that's always threaten our supremacy. So I went through phases of hate. There was a phase where I hated Peyton Manning and the Colts. When he went to Denver, I hated him and the Broncos. Right? I hated the Ravens for a long, long time. They were in our way. The Colts, the Flake-It, I hated the Colts still, even after Peyton Manning left. Let's read the super chat. Appreciate it. Slinksky, if it's the Bills-Dolphins playoff game, you buying the Bills jersey? I ain't buying a Bills jersey, but I would definitely try to go to that game, and I most likely will be in Buffalo, but I will be rooting for the Bills. I will be rooting for the Bills as if they were my firstborn child. Y'all better not lose that game. If that game ever were to transpire, Buffalo, if you think what I did to you last playoff run with 13 seconds was bad, don't lose to Miami. You can lose to any other team you want. Please don't lose to Miami. Any team that loses to Miami in a playoff game, seeing as they haven't won in 22 seasons, I advise you not to. Because there's levels here. Because eventually Miami's going to get over the hump. Now, whether that's in my lifetime or not, there is going to eventually come a time where I'm going to have to come with the realization that, damn, Miami won a playoff game. And people always ask me, Tyson, what are you going to do when the Dolphins finally win a playoff game? Well, the Dolphins ain't been to the AFC Championship game since, in 30 years, 40 years, 30 years? And if they end up going to the AFC Championship, let's say the Dolphins go to a Super Bowl. What's my next argument? Well, the Dolphins ain't won a Super Bowl in 4 decades, so I got backup plans for failure. I got fail safes on your failed franchise. So if you fuck me with one little accomplishment, I higher the stakes. Okay, well, you want a playoff game? Get to the AFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? So the only way you could literally fuck me is to win a Super Bowl. Because I'd rather the Dolphins win a playoff game than lose. So pretty much, if you ask me, would you rather the Dolphins win a playoff game and lose in the Super Bowl, or would you rather them just continue to not win a playoff game? And I got a simple answer to that. And I had to think about this. What would I rather have? And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't want them sniffing a Super Bowl. Because here's what Dolphins fans would do if that happened. If the Dolphins somehow pulled off some miracle, some fucking, I don't know, crucifixion, some fucking Moses crossing the Red Sea or parting the Red Sea, some type of biblical miracle, and got to a Super Bowl and lost. Do you honestly believe these Dolphins fans will get on here every year talking about how they went to the Super Bowl and how that's an expectation going forward? And I'm not talking about TD being delusional. No, I'm talking about your average run-of-the-mill peasant Dolphins fans that's never seen any success. This is why they can't be allowed. This is why they can't be allowed to win. And the closest thing I can think of is, do you remember when the Eagles beat us in that Super Bowl and that was their first one? And it wasn't just because that we lost that Super Bowl. It was the fact that we lost to Philly. Because I've been preaching this. The one fan base in the NFL you cannot allow to have any type of success and win a Super Bowl is the Philadelphia Eagles. Because they will go to their grave with a smile on their face knowing they at least won one. And seeing as Dolphins fans haven't experienced that type of success for so long, most of them don't even remember the last time they were relevant. Most of them don't remember Dan Marino. But I can't have a generation of Dolphins fans go to their graves with a smile. I can't let you die with a good memory of your football team. When you die, I want you to think about your family, or when you're about to die, however you go, I want you to think about your family, your kids, or whatever the hell you think about when you're supposed to die, flashbacks. And when those flashbacks come, you probably start thinking about shit about everything you could have done, and you start thinking about regrets. So whenever Dolphins fans eventually meet their maker, whoever their maker is, I want them their last breath. When they take their last breath, if they're casual Dolphins fans wouldn't give a fuck. They won't think about shit like that. I'm talking about the hardcore ingredient, like TD Finn's talk or Dudley Do Wrong. See, motherfuckers that are invested in the franchise, that are just, they're ingrained in the fandom. I want them, whenever they take their breath. But here's the thing. I want them to live a long and prosperous life. I want TD to live until he's 120. I want him to live biblical years like they did back in the Old Testament. Because I want them to witness a long, long life of suffering, of being a Dolphins fan. I want them to live so long, football just doesn't exist anymore. To where NFL just died, CTE took over. I don't know, something happened, aliens came down. I want them to live as long as they can, to suffer every single season, but I want them to have hope. We can't forget hope. We can't forget hope. I need Dolphins fans to have some hope. And that's the beautiful thing about Dolphins fans is your team just does just enough in the offseason to get your hopes up. See, there's some fan bases ain't got no hope. Some fan bases just know they gonna suck. Detroit's one of them. They know no matter what they do, they will always suck. No matter what coach, quarterback, if they even got a friend at Stafford, it doesn't matter. We all know that Detroit will never win anything. We all know it's happening. Buffalo, see, they had success. They know what it's like to have success. Even though they never won, they did have a good period, and they have another period now. They have hope. And they're getting really close. But teams like Detroit and Cleveland got some hope. Teams that ain't never won shit, Jacksonville. We all know Jacksonville ain't never going to win shit. Cincinnati's another one of those snake-bitten franchises. They get close, but they never, always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. I want Dolphins fans to have that hope every year. I don't want you to gut the team like you did in 2019 when you had no hope, you were tanking. I don't like seasons like that when you have no hope. I want you to have hope. Because hope is what kills motherfuckers. Hope will kill a man. Hope will kill a man. So I want you to have hope. And I know it doesn't look good now, Dolphins fans. I know that everybody's roasting you. And I mean, you went through this in the offseason when everybody was roasting you and about your tanking and your tampering. And it just seemed like nothing was going right, but you still had hope because you had Tyreek Hill and Tua and new coaching staff. So you had hope. When you had Philbin, you didn't have any hope. I'm glad that you have hope because it stings more when you have hope. It does. He said, dude needs to go back to school. Am I saying anything wrong, fantasy football junkie? Am I saying anything wrong? Oh, you mad? Are you mad? Hey, listen, bro, you're full. Are you a Dolphin? Did I hurt your feelings too? Did I hurt your feelings? Did I hurt your feelings? Now, this is what I wanted. I wanted to end it like this. Actually, what I want to do is I'm going to send the link to the Patreon members. And if you are a Patreon, you can come in here. And if you got something to say to me, please say it. I've ran through the entire situation where I stand. Link. So I'm going to post the StreamYard and the Patreon. Okay. And if you want to become a Patreon, just, I guess, go to our channel. It's in the description. Okay. Oh, I gotta post a fucking. Okay, so that's how you do that. Okay, let's publish that. I'm gonna get Patreon members to come in here because the thing I wanted to end it is with responding to comments from the video that Dolphins fans just couldn't take. So, what's up, bro? Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's
I'm
going
sorry
on?
about that. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm good, bro. Just enjoying life, you know. Oh, you Dolphins fan, Bills fan? Who's your team?
Big Bills fan. I couldn't come to the
okay.
stream. Couldn't come to the stream last time because I wouldn't be able to stand TD, so I had to skip out last week. Had a
T can get annoying at times, but you know we all have our cross to bear. TD's one of them. So what did you want to say, man?
Yeah, I just want to know how that Dolphin pack tastes, man. I mean, I've been loving this show.
I've been smoking that Dolphins pack since I don't know, since last night, to be honest with you. Yeah. You know when the Dolphin pack started hitting?
When?
The Dolphin pack started hitting when I saw him on the ground and he started throwing up gang signs and you didn't know if he was a Crip or a Blood. Like I was like, yo, this motherfucker throwing up sets. So I was like, yo, let me throw up some sets. You know, they got a little Crip here, a little Blood. The motherfucker start. I thought the motherfucker was gonna get up and start Crip walking. I really did. I'm like, if Tua get up, he might get up and start Crip walking.
Facts.
So, yeah, that's when the Dolphin pack started hitting.
Oh yeah, bro. That's all I wanted to know. I see all the Dolphins fans are mad. But
there's a Dolphin fan in my backstage that I'm guessing he's gonna have to. He wants to give me an earful. I'm gonna, hey, bro. I appreciate being a patron. I'm happy that you're not salty because for roasting your team last week.
Oh, we deserved it. We lost.
Exactly. See, Bills fans, they're good sports about their stuff. Dolphins fans don't know how to take it. But yo, I appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna get this other guy on here.
All right, bro. Peace out.
Yeah, peace out, man. Let's see here. We have Thomas. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Friday night show where I've only do it once a month because we switch. So what's on your mind today, Thomas?
How you doing, Master of Works? How you doing?
Having a splendid thing.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I've been listening for the last 2 hours. You talk. You've had some funny points. You've had some good points. You had some points that pissed me off. Hey, you're doing what you're doing. I'm going to give you credit.
Let me ask you a question before you can continue. Do you think any Dolphins fan would get up here and say what I'm saying in the manner that I'm saying it? Like would Dolphins fans be that truthful? Because I can get on here and talk of how the Patriots franchise is a bunch of scumbags too. I can do that.
No, you're for real.
Is there any Dolphins fans that look at their franchise from afar and look at it like, you know what? I see a point, and you question your fanhood?
No. I don't ever question my fanhood. I'm from Miami, and yes,
I agree with you.
There are 3 types of Miami fans. There's the bandwagon. There's the one that grew up with them, and there's the one that had to live with them for the last 25 years. So I'm the one. I'm not a bandwagon. I'm always Miami Heat.
Miami. I respect that, bro. I respect that because a lot of Dolphins fans I've known that I've seen are Red Sox fans, Yankee fans. A lot of Dolphins fans don't rep the entire area.
No,
which, I understand. I don't have a problem with, but you know.
Now, and I didn't watch your video because I didn't want to watch your video just for the fact that after last night that sucked the soul out of my body.
Hey, let me just say this. It's fucking hilarious. And it's not as bad as people are making it out. All I did was, I'll break it down for you. The The first minute is of Dolphins fans talking up their team of different people. Doug Lee, you know all the Dolphins content creators.
Oh
Dougie,
yeah, Dougie Do
Reason,
TD.
TD, Smoke Show. You know what I mean? So I pretty much just put their reactions in a nice video. I didn't say anything in the video. I put a couple of memes at the end, but they weren't really, they were harmless. But yeah, man, it's not really like if you thought my video about the Bills was funny, you can't have a sense of humor about this video. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
No. I actually didn't even watch that.
What's your issue? Because I know you have an issue.
Well,
we can talk about it.
It's not an issue with you or whatever you're talking about. I mean, that hit. I'm sorry that the way he was taken down.
Mm-hmm.
You put every quarterback in that same spot, and they're going down. That's it. You're going to get hurt.
Oh yeah,
that was a horrible hit, and like somebody brought it up in chat. Oh, Tua just, he should have thrown it away. We're not talking about what a quarterback would have done. We're talking about that hit. That hit would have knocked anybody out.
I don't know about that because I don't know if it would have. I don't know if every quarterback would have had that same reaction as far as like injury. Like I don't think every quarterback would have looked like they would have had a seizure. Because I've seen way brutal. I've seen way worse hits than that. And motherfuckers get up. Like I've seen Brady take a hit. It was 2007 against the Eagles, bro. I didn't think he was gonna get back up. He took a hit against the Bills where his helmet flew off. I've seen worse hits than that, bro. I think it was the way he fell more than the actual contact.
That's what I'm saying. The way he fell, that was
he was getting. I think he got drugged down, and he didn't know. His body didn't know how to react.
That was a gator roll. Like I call it a gator roll. The defensive player, and I'm not saying it's a clean hit, a dirty hit. It's a legal hit.
It's definitely not a dirty hit. I've seen
down. If you watch it, and he was coming down slow, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Yeah,
he came down all force. His head did not bounce off the turf; it hit the turf, and that was it. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, hey, how much faith you have in your quarterback. Every quarterback would have felt that. That was a bad. That was a hard.
Most likely get carted off the fucking field. Listen, the debate is not whether who's a tougher quarterback. That's not the debate. The question is he should have never been out there in the first place. That's the entire debate, is that he should have never been out there in the first place. We understand. I understand that. But even professionals are saying he should have never been out there. You got professional athletes today saying that he should have never been out there.
Yeah, I saw I watched every interview today, and I probably agree. No, he shouldn't have played. I agree with that.
Not on a short week. And that's the problem I have. I think he could have played Sunday.
Yeah.
I think he could have played Sunday. But, bro, you're on a 4-day bro, like, you can't have that type of hit that he had in the Buffalo game and then trot his ass out there in a short week against bro. It's not feasible.
I personally agree. I mean, damn. I mean, somebody said we need to get rid of Thursday night games. Period.
Yeah, but that sentiment has been around for a very, very long time, and they're not going to get rid of it. It's because the NFL generates too much revenue. They got these deals with Amazon Prime now. The deals are too astronomical where they would ever get rid of Thursday night football. It's not happening. So that ship has sailed. Because honestly, I know it doesn't. I mean, honestly, this stuff happens, but at the end of the day, motherfuckers want to watch football, bro. On Thursday.
Yeah. We want to watch football every day of the week if we could.
Yeah, if it was up to me, there'll be a football game. It will be spread out over a course of a week. You have 2 games on Monday, 2 games on Tuesday, 2 games on Wednesday.
Yeah, and that'd be too. Yeah, and then next thing you know, NFL Pass is like $1,000 a week.
Yeah, and motherfuckers wouldn't be going to work. Motherfuckers would be sleeping when they get to work. Yeah,
look,
you're right.
I never would talk shit about anybody getting injured. Not Mac Jones. I wasn't there that week. The last time me and you spoke, I was giving you shit about your shtick. I don't know nothing about your shtick.
Yeah. So listen, no one said that. Oh, I'm blaming I'm putting it on an entire fan base. But there is a lot that I've seen that were running y'all's mouths, and not even about Mac Jones per se. That was mostly on Twitter, but on the AFC's roundtable, because I focus on the live chat while everybody's talking, and it's constantly bringing up injuries, about Buffalo's injuries, about this and that. That's all motherfuckers was arguing about. Bills fans and Dolphins fans about injuries and this and that. And now that the shoe's on the other foot,
And that's disrespectful. I told Dan, when I was on the channel, I was like, look, Dan, no disrespect, but we're going to bring it. Dan, I don't mean any disrespect. When I was messing with you, it's just because I didn't know your shtick. I was like, hey, you ain't going to show your face.
No. See, I've see, if it bothered me, I would have shown my face. And number one, if you want to see my face, people know what I look like. There's videos on my channel with show my face. Trust me, do a little research. Go to my Instagram, Master at Work Inc. You can see my face, no glasses. You can see my full frontal. Go to my OnlyFans. Go watch that. This is my character. When I get in front of a camera, when I turn on that Patriots fan, when I turn on Master at Work, people need to understand it's a character. When you watch TD, when he gets on here, he's not the same way on here as he is on his own channel.
No, I would never want to see him on his only channel. Never.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Dan, Richie, everyone has their own character, bro. This is mine. I got the glasses, I got the hat, I got that Patriots bravado. And if people don't like it, then they don't gotta watch. But they watch, bro. I still have like 210 people watching when they could be over there watching fucking TD, bitching, moaning about Tua. You know what I mean? So
I ain't never gonna bitch about Tua. Tua, he's doing what he could, and I honestly, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Yeah, Tua is gonna go out there, and in my opinion, Mike McDaniel's, he's a beta male. He is a beta male. He is smart. He knows football, but he is not the kind of guy that's gonna go, well, you go out there because I said so.
You described him exactly, but he can get by with that. He can. If his shit is working and you guys are winning games, no one in that fucking locker room is gonna care that he doesn't tower over people like he's like a Mike Tomlin or fucking Pete Carroll. Bro, people don't really give a fuck about that. If you're winning games, you already see whenever you guys were winning those games how much they love Mike McDaniels. I think it has more to do with they just hated Brian Flores so much, where anybody could have came in that motherfucker. And
I love Brian Flores, and when he got fired, I was like, "What the fuck? Why? What?" And off the race thing, I'm half Hispanic. I'm biracial, but I'm a white boy. I look white. I'm white. I got to deal with that. But I don't like that narrative.
Listen, I say a lot of shit off the cuff. Listen, bro, when if people are roasting the Patriots, if we had a Dolphin fan that did a stream like this, but it was just roasting the Patriots, there's all types of shit you can say. People think that we were responsible for 9/11. They think that there was a narrative around that 9/11 happened and they wanted a team with the Patriots to win that Super Bowl that year. You know what I mean? That was, I'm telling you, people believe that the NFL was rigged for the Patriots to win that year, that we were a team. We were the first team to come out the tunnel during the Super Bowl. Remember how they used to trot individual players out for Super Bowls? And the Patriots were the first team, the Patriots, the Patriot way. We win as a team. 9/11, it all coincided with each other. People think that the NFL created our dynasty based off of that narrative.
And that's true, but you gotta look at the other thing. Who won the Super Bowl right after Katrina?
The Saints.
Who won the World Series right after the floods in Houston.
Astros. Yeah, I know, bro. Listen,
I mean,
I know it all.
It is kind of funny.
And hey, maybe with the hurricane, y'all win a Super Bowl. Or no, Tampa Bay, because that kind of hit more Tampa Bay. The hurricane.
Hey, we didn't get a Super Bowl after Andrew. Shit.
I don't know. Maybe something else happened that fucking year. Who knows?
You're
right. The Patriot Act was named in 2001. Yo,
I'm just saying, I understand now. I sat there and watched through your whole shtick.
I'm surprised motherfuckers actually sat through this. I was actually going to be like, Dolphins fans ain't going to come in here.
No, I get I got where you were coming from, and it was funny. There was a couple times I laughed my ass off, but I want to say that I enjoyed your shtick, and before the AFC East Roundtable, I didn't know who you were, so I was just giving you shit about your glasses. I don't know.
A lot of people didn't know who anybody was, to be honest with you. That's why we created the Roundtable, so we can all have fan bases, talk trash, and interact with. That was the entire point of the Roundtable, was to bring all 4 fan bases together, minus apparently the Patriots now since we suck. But we were supposed to bring all 4 fan bases together, and like I said, have everybody interact with each other on there. So yeah, that's another thing too. I wanted to ask the chat if you guys would be down if we had our own Discord. You know what I'm saying? Members get special perks. You know what I'm saying? If you guys would be down, if you guys wanted the Discord. If not, let me know. I actually was gonna bring that up last Roundtable, but I forgot. But I don't even know if y'all use Discord like that. So if y'all want a Discord, I'll create a Discord and promote it on the next Roundtable, and y'all can join and shit like that. So
just make sure you say no. No pornography, because.
Oh no! See, that's another thing, bro. We obviously have. We're not gonna do all that. Like, no, bro, no. But number one, I guess I guess there will only be 3 rules: is obviously no porn, no politics, and no religion, and just keep it strictly football. But I know them rules ain't gonna fucking stick. You know how people
hell no.
Not on Discord.
Hey, Master, I got a lot more respect for you today. I enjoyed a lot of things you say. Some of the things, you push some buttons.
Oh, because
I know where you're going.
I'm an habitual line crosser, bro. I know how to toe that line. Why do you think listen, I've been through like 10 Discords. I mean, not 10 Discords. Yeah, I've been in Discords too. Bro, I've been through like 10 Twitter accounts, Instagram accounts, YouTube channels, bro. It's crazy. I've been around since 2012 with like 7 other channels. You know what I mean? And they've all gotten terminated because I've said something off the cuff. But I know how to toe that line. I've learned how to toe the line and not to say anything too crazy. Every once in a while, I got to catch myself. But I always tell, like, that video could have been way worse. If I was like 2018 Master at Work, 2018 Tyson, that video would have gotten flagged down. Now, you have no clue what I could have done with that video.
This was pre-chat, when you uploaded the video or started the video, and this is before, the countdown. Mm-hmm. I brought something out. 32 QBs. If you put the other 31 QBs into a spot during that sack, how many getting up? Like that same play. I don't care if you think they would throw it away and they would have gotten it away. No, we're talking about if they were getting sacked right then, right there. How many are getting up?
I don't fucking know, bro.
I said none. Nobody getting up from that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like.
I'm not saying it's an illegal hit. I'm not saying he did anything against the rules, but that was a gator roll. He pulled him down.
Mm-hmm.
You rewatch that. I rewatched that damn play 100 times, and you watch that back arm grab him from the back. And if you notice, he's falling down slow, and then all wham! Like it went from 15 miles per hour to 80. Like he brought him down hard, and then he rolled on top of him. That's a gator roll. He rolled on top of him intent.
I don't know if that was. See, that's just.
That's
I don't
hard to
know
say.
that it would be intentional. Why would he want to hurt Tua?
It's emotions, and it's NFL, it's college. I've been there.
But I don't know if you intentionally. I mean, maybe if you hate a quarterback, nobody like if that was Brady in that situation. Do you think any player in the NFL would want to intentionally hurt Brady?
Do you want the honest
as the guy who ended Tom Brady's career?
I mean, come on, but
I mean,
what
maybe
I'm saying
Bernard Pollard had a hit on him that tore his ACL, but I don't think it was intentional.
It's hard to tell. I mean, I think it's an emotional play. Like he's got Tua, and he's just like, yeah, and it's like he's bringing him down, and he gives that extra oomph. And I'm not gonna say it's dirty, but it's one of those like, maybe you need to calm down a little bit. Like I look at that play the same way with the Jets game from 2 weeks ago, where the dude almost killed his own player. Where it's like he's already down. There's no reason to drop your shoulders and go for the kill shot.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. Like it's not exactly the same thing, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like Tua's going down, just let him go down. But I felt like he put that extra oomph in it, and like if you watch it, it's just like bam. And I'm not saying that deserves a flag. It's a clean hit, but I mean these defensive players are so like, I don't know. What do you think?
Football is soft as fuck as it is anyway, bro. Like I don't know how more you can protect quarterbacks. There really isn't much more you can do, unless it turns into flag football. Like I watched. Obviously, I'm not as old as everybody else is, but bro, I watched early 2000s football when Rodney Harrison was going across the fucking middle and just decapitating bitches left and right, bro. That you watch the old Patriots Colts AFC divisional game, bro, and watch what some of them Patriots defenders like Eugene Wilson and Harrison and Asante Samuel, bro, how they were laying out Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in those games, bro. You did some shit like that today, bro. You not only you getting fined and kicked out the game, your ass is missing a couple weeks. That shit is not allowed no more. You can't go across the middle no more as a safety. That's why Merriweather, I don't know if you guys remember the Patriots safety Brandon Merriweather from University of Miami. Y'all should know who Brandon Merriweather is. Remember how Merriweather used to go across the middle and just decapitate people, and he didn't last long in the league because his entire game stemmed from knocking people out. And that type of play doesn't survive in the NFL anymore. Sean Taylor was the same way. Sean Taylor, now he could cover, but bro, if Sean Taylor played in today's NFL, that motherfucker better be able to cover a receiver because he ain't going to survive some of the hits he was putting on motherfuckers back in the day.
Yeah. And of course, I don't want to see any of that. But I mean, I'm just thinking, maybe we should look at something like, I don't want to do targeting. Targeting is like.
We already got. The thing is, everything you're talking about, we have rules in place for all of that stuff.
Yeah. But let's
ask you a question, right? Let's say it was a flag. It doesn't change. Does it change injury? No, it doesn't, bro. It doesn't change the injury. It still happened.
But I want to take it back before that. Let's take it back to the Jets game, where man's already going down. He drops his shoulder and almost snaps his own player's neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a penalty, but should he be suspended for it? Even though it was on his own player. He's hitting it.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So you don't like players like Vontae Burfict, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like
you
gotta be more conscious on it. That was not a bang bang. That play on the Jets was not a bang bang play. That was him going, I'm gonna hit this guy, miss, and almost drop my own guy. That's not a bang bang. That's you screwed up. You should be suspended. Do you agree?
I mean, I don't know about suspension, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You have to do a lot for me to warrant a suspension. Like, you got to literally be Ndamukong Suh and fucking try to curb stomp a motherfucker. Like he did with, like you remember Ndamukong Suh when he used to like literally when he did that shit to Aaron Rodgers, bro, when he tried to curb stomp him. Like, you got to do some shit like Ndamukong Suh, bro, for me to warrant a suspension. Or Vontaze Burfict was a dirty motherfucker.
But when you
Dirty
hurt your own player because you're going for a hit,
yeah, but you don't just, but you can't. You're not intensely trying to hurt your own player.
No, he's not. But he's going for a hit that wasn't even there. That's what I'm saying. The dude's already going to the ground. There's no way you could force a fumble if that's what he's thinking. Oh, if I hit him from the backside, he's going to fumble. Dude's already down. That's it. But he literally intentionally lowered his shoulders and missed. Yeah. There should be an intentional. There should be a rule for intentional hit. Like, I don't know even what you would call it. Like intent to hurt. Maybe, and I don't want to soften the game. The game is getting softer where the damn offense is just going up and down.
I don't know how much. I don't know if you can make it softer. To be honest, I mean, you can. Trust me, you can. And motherfuckers run out there and what are those little helmets things called? They were playing the Halo. Or why am I saying Halo? What they wear in practice? The
thing that they put over there. Yeah, they're like a little airbag.
Fucking football game, and them wearing that shit.
No, you don't need to be wearing all that.
They don't even hit each other. They don't even hit each other in practice like that.
They just had, I think the defense has to be more aware of what they're doing, and I don't want to make them pull back to where they, if I pull back, I'm going to miss a play and they score a touchdown. But at the same time, if you see the guy going down, there's no reason for you to jump on top of him.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. I mean.
Okay. Well, guys, you got a last chance to hop in if you're a Patreon member. Apparently, all I don't know how many messages I got on that. Go to the video and just look at, you don't even have to watch the video. Go to the comment section and read the comments. Read the comments. Majority agrees with the video. But there is that contingency of Dolphins fans, of your fan base, that just, they can't believe I did what I did. And this is even the worst thing I pulled off. You should watch. Listen, you should watch.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it in the morning. I'm gonna say, like I said, there's 3 Dolphin fans. Fans from the beginning. People that actually live in Miami and don't give a shit because they're rich. And the bandwagons who go, oh, he should have never been playing. Well, what do you know? I'm a bandwagon. I've been there since day one. So,
and like I said, I respect the fan no matter who he roots for, even Dolphin fans. So, I mean, if you're a Dolphin fan and you've stuck it out this long, bro, I don't know how anybody can question your fanhood. Like, I would be lucky if the Patriots went on like a 2-decade, 22 years without winning a playoff game, or 40 years if I live another 40 years and not win a Super Bowl, and I'm still a fucking Patriots fan. Shit.
I wasn't even alive, but I still got 72, baby, and I wasn't alive.
Yeah. So, hey, man, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm about to wrap this up.
All right, one more thing, though.
Yeah, what?
It don't matter who wins this week. We're still number 1 in the AFC.
See, you're gonna go. See, you're gonna make me go on another hour rant, and I just, it just. This is why I root for Buffalo when it comes to who I want to take over the division, bro. Because Buffalo fans don't do shit like that. I mean, they did it.
Come on, you got to give me one thing. My week sucked,
bro. You guys are gonna be number 1.
Give me one.
If the world ended today, you guys would literally be AFC East champions by default. Think of it that way. You know what I mean? You can die knowing we were in first place and we will stay in first place.
Let me have this one this week, man. It's been a hard week. Let me have this one.
I feel you, bro. Y'all can have it, man. Shit. I mean, we ain't competing. Although now, no, we ain't competing this season. I don't give a damn if Tua was out the entire season. We still finishing last or third, whichever. Which it's pretty much the toilet bowl between us and the Jets.
Hey, if Tua's out for the season, you better hope Dolphins doesn't have enough common sense to put Skyler in, because then it's game over.
I'm afraid that if Tua's out for the season, that y'all fuck around and get Lamar Jackson in the offseason.
You know what? That's a whole nother discussion that I want to have, but I'm going to make it quick. No dual threat quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl, period.
Think. I mean, Mahomes is a dual threat. Not as crazy as a dual threat, but he does have running ability.
A little bit, just like Allen. And
Mahomes won. Russell Wilson's a dual threat. He's won.
But the Super Bowl he won, he only ran 3 for what?
Yeah, but
30?
we're saying dual threat quarterbacks can't win. So which one is it? He ended up winning anyway.
I'm saying dual threat quarterbacks can't win Super Bowls. The Super Bowl.
Are you talking about as far as like a run first quarterback? Because I think that would make more sense.
Yeah, run first. Yeah, it ain't happening.
Yeah, well, no, that's right. Steve Young won a Super Bowl. Completely forgot about that. Steve Young was dual threat.
Steve Young,
yeah, bro, he was. He definitely was.
I need to watch my history. They only told me about the 72 Dolphins. My bad.
Oh, that's as far as y'all history goes, is 72.
I know.
So how would it? I was thinking
Marino tried to sell his soul to the devil, and he said, "Man, I love you too much."
You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, if the Dolphins had won yesterday, and they say the Dolphins were the last team to go undefeated, that means if whatever y'all lose, y'all would still celebrate because it wouldn't take away from the 72 Dolphins.
It sucks, man. That's one of the points you brought up earlier. It sucks so bad. It's horrible. That's one of the worst things. It's like, God, and that's why the Tua thing hurts so bad. Is like our hopes finally. We got.
I think I'm not gonna lie. If you guys had fucked around and had a perfect season or some shit like that, I would just quit. I would retire. The amount of, because that would completely you guys would only have 3 Super Bowls, bro, but that would 2 perfect seasons. That would be that. There's nothing I could say to that. That would automatically trump 6 Super Bowls in my opinion, which is why 2007 hurt so much. Because I would gladly take away. I would give back. I would give back 23. I would give back 28-3. I would give back 28-3. Malcolm Butler for 2007.
You can say this. What is every Dolphins fan's favorite second team?
The 2007 Giants.
The Giants, period. They saved us. Not once, but twice.
That's
man.
True. Okay, bro. Well, like I said, man, I appreciate talking to you, man. But I'm actually also about to dip. I've been on here for 2 hours and 23 minutes, and I honestly only plan to do it for an hour. But what can you do, man? Dolphins fans, bro, y'all just bring out the worst in me, bro.
And all your Dolphin fans that aren't real fans, you can go fuck yourselves. Fins up. Thank you, Masters.
Yep, appreciate it, bro.
Peace.
Well, Dolphins fans, it's been fun. It's been a fun show. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Appreciate the super chats, Patreon members. And listen, Dolphins fans, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Who knows? Next week, it could be Buffalo's week to troll. You know what I mean? If the Jets ever get good again, I'll guarantee you the Jets are going to get it. It's just a bad week. Tua's not even that hurt. He's fucking eating ice cream in the bed with Mike McDaniel playing footsie. It's not that bad. Master at work, bro. That's to get the Master at Turk t-shirts. But yeah, man. I appreciate everybody in here. Dolphins fans, don't take it personal, bro. It's just business. It's just business. It's entertainment. It's football. It's supposed to be fun. Like, would you guys honestly still watch us if TD wasn't a fucking delusional clown and I wasn't a fucking the character and I didn't know how to edit? We all have our nicks, bro. Richie's technical. He's down the line. He's even, bro. He's a politician. Richie's a politician of the show. TD is just a clown. Me, I'm the editor. I'm the villain. And Dan is like, I don't even know how to describe Dan. I love Dan, bro, but I'm trying to think of how to describe Dan, bro. Dan is just Dan. He's Bill's Mafia. What else can you say? But I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.